Coconut banana bites, foodie family. And if you never tried them before, check out that crunch. Oh my goodness. Now let's make magic. Here's your shopping list. The first thing you're gonna need is some baking powder. Then next, you're gonna need some cornstarch. That's gonna give this dish that crunch that you just heard. And then also, you're gonna need some cinnamon. And then next, you're gonna need some table salt. That's just plain table salt. And then, of course, you gotta have coconut flakes because this is gonna also add to that crunch and the uniqueness of the flavor. And then your all-purpose flour. And then next, the star of the show, those bananas. And if you don't have some fresh ones, run to the store, grab your couple, and let's get started. But before we go, just a couple of housekeeping things first. The full recipe is in the description below. And if you're new here, check me out on TikTok, Instagram, and pretty much all of your major platforms. All right, back to our scheduled program. Now, the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna start off with a half a cup of all-purpose flour. It doesn't matter if it's sifted or not. And then you're gonna do a half a cup of cornstarch as well. And then next, you're gonna start off with a half a teaspoon of the baking powder. Ensure that you level it across the top. What that means is you don't have any extra than what's required. So if it's a teaspoon, make sure it's just a teaspoon, and then a teaspoon of salt as well. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and get our aromatic in there, which is our cinnamon. Now, let me give you guys some context. An aromatic in cooking refers to an ingredient that releases a strong and pleasant fragrance when heated or crushed. Aromatics enhance the flavor of dishes by adding depth through their natural oils and compounds. Now, normally I would tell you all to add some water, but in this case, we're going to add cold water. And this is why. Cold water slows down gluten development in flour, preventing the batter from becoming too thick or chewy. This results in a light and crispy texture when fried. Also, a colder batter creates a thermal shock when it hits the hot oil, quickly sealing the surface and preventing excess oil from soaking in. Now, in the past, if you ever had any problems with your food coming out too oily when you fry it, follow my method and you shouldn't have that problem anymore, okay? So now, once you got all your wet and dry ingredients mixed together, this is what it should look like at the end, just enough to coat the back of that spoon. And let's go ahead and start on our bananas. Now, this portion of the video is dedicated to my foodie family that may not be as comfortable with knives as others. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut the ends off all the bananas, and then we're gonna slice them in the middle. Now, I could have took the banana and just glide the knife across the back and did it in one swoop, but I'm cutting it up into 4 pieces, and I'm gonna give you a nice close up and show you how to really do this. So glide that knife down the back like you just saw me do. Try not to cut all the way through the banana, okay? Now in this step, I'm gonna do it with you, okay? So don't rush, grab your knife, glide it across the back like that, boom. Now get that skin off of it. It's basically like a wash, rinse, and repeat, okay? Let's do this again. I see you over there in the black apron, the blue apron, the pink apron with the flowers on it. Come on, there you go. Wow, you got it, you nailed it. Wonderful. Great job, foodie family. Now, on this next step, you're gonna add 2 cups of coconut flakes to the bowl. And then I recommend you having either a pan or a plate or something set aside. So once you're done coating your bananas with the coconut flakes, you can just put that on there until you're ready to fry them, okay? Now, the next thing you're gonna do is go ahead and get those bananas into the bowl. Now, don't be in a rush and make sure, guys, it is imperative that your batter is cold, okay? So now you're gonna make sure you take your time. Make sure you get those bananas nice and coated. Think about you coating a piece of fish or a piece of chicken, okay? So now get them coated. And then once they're evenly coated, directly to that bowl. Now you wanna tip off a little bit of that excess batter and then drop it into those coconut flakes. And then from the bottom, you're gonna just make sure you just cover in it, okay? And get it nice and covered, but don't take too long to do it. And then after that, that rack I was telling you to make sure you had earlier is going on the rack. And then once you get them all coated, this is how they should look before you're frying them. And then you're gonna fry these at 340 degrees until they're golden brown, okay? So being that I didn't use a lot of oil, I had to periodically just turn mine just to ensure that it didn't burn on the bottom. So if you have a deep fryer, this would be great for a deep fryer. But if you're not using a deep fryer like I did, you're gonna have to periodically just move them around, just making sure you're flipping them over. Sorry, I got a little tongue tie. Flipping them over to ensure that they don't burn on the bottom, okay? And then when they're done, that's how they should look right there. amazing. So now go ahead and get that other one out of there, or the last of them. And then after that, let's go to my favorite part. Let's go to the plate up. Foodie family, these coconut banana bites go incredible with coconut curry chicken, or just as a snack by themselves, or even at a baby shower or a dinner party. But I tell you what, no matter how you serve them, they are incredible and absolutely delicious. Check out more of my other recipes, guys, and I see you on the next time, and thank you for watching. Peace.